Greetings all! I am at the Americans In Wartime Experience open house in Nokesville, Virginia. Lovely September day, and standing next to me is the CEO of the organization, Mr. Dennis Brant. The last time I was here, it was called the Nokesville Tank Farm, or the VMMV. Now you've changed your name. What's up?
We changed the name because we found out people weren't really visiting museums all that much. And for us to do well, we had to change it to an educational experience. So now we're about civics and teaching history about our men and women in uniform, about teaching about freedom, doing voice of freedom interviews. So it's really turned it around. We're having great success. As you can see by all these people out here today, 9,000 people coming out to just take in the historical experience.
So what is this Voices of Freedom thing you've mentioned?
So Voices of Freedom is a project that we have because we want to tell the stories. Many times veterans don't like to talk about their experience.
Yeah.
So we have 2 RVs over there. We travel the country, we go to different shows, and we try to sign up and get as many interviews as possible. We've got World War II all the way up to the present. And what we do is we make a copy, we give it to their families, so the families kind of know what they did and can appreciate it. And then we keep a copy, and then the really good ones go to the Library of Congress.
Okay, so is there a website with a roadshow? So let's say you know that Dad was in Vietnam or something like that. And, I think it would be good to have. I presume you also have veterans that are doing the interviews to help bring out the information.
We do. We have 5 really unique veterans who, one, are great interviewers. They know how to draw out, make them feel comfortable, but draw them out.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Yeah.
And yes, they can go on our website. Our website is www.americansinwartimeexperience.org, and then click Voices of Freedom, and they can sign up, they can send us a note, they can let us know about their loved one, and we'll try to make arrangements to get their interview.
Okay. So this event, this is an annual event. This facility is not normally open to the public, correct?
Not normally open to the public.
But you have a long-term plan to kind of fix some of this?
We do. We'll keep this 70 acres. This is where all the equipment stays. This is where 5 mechanics work on it nonstop.
Okay.
But we're also developing 70 acres of land that was donated to us right on Route 95. Okay.
Right next to the other museum, the Marine Corps Museum?
Right in between.
Okay.
So what you've got the brand new Army Museum at Fort Belvoir, okay, because 6 miles further down Route 95, and you've got the Experience, Americans in Wartime, outside 70 acres of living landscapes. We're in the midst of building that out right now.
Okay, so what's a living landscape compared to just trees?
A living landscape is a reenactment, so to speak, of the real battle in World War I.
Okay.
We'll have trenches. You'll be able to go down the trenches. You'll be able to kind of experience the war. There'll be equipment out there and reenacted visions of some of the battles. And it'll be somewhat live. I mean, you're looking at some of the tanks roll by and some of the equipment roll by. So there'll be activity going on all the time. And we'll have a living landscape for World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Middle East, and also trying to put something together for STEM. So in other words, bring in the corporations that have a very high level of STEM training and education, and put together what they built and what we lived with in battle. I mean, we couldn't go into battle without science, technology, engineering, and math. You'll see some of Northrop Grumman's, equipment, some of the other companies.
So anyway, Americans in Wartime is not the battle experience. I presume you're doing home front as well. Now, most museums will have a small little section somewhere about Rosie the Riveter or something.
We've got Rosie.
Okay, but you're going to do more than just that. Little token show.
And it'll be a huge part of the whole experience. Will be home front.
Okay, so what else can you tell us about the museum? What's your schedule plans for the future?
Okay, so right now we've cleared 40 acres of the 70. In 2 months, they'll start building out retaining walls around the property, a bridge, between 2 sections of land, between where the main building will be and the landscapes, living landscapes. What we're hoping for is that we can have this open house out there in about 18 months.
That's a lot of vehicles you got to transport from A to B.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. So hopefully in 18 months we'll be able to have a tank farm open house. And hopefully in about 24 to 36 months, we'll have the complete experience put together so that everybody driving up and down 95 or anybody coming into DC from anywhere around the country can come and really take it in.
So if you want to keep track of what's going on, it's Facebook, or are you on any of the social media?
We're on Facebook, Twitter, we're on all the social media outlets. Plus you can check in on our website. We have drone shots of the work being done on the property. And you can actually be a member and get newsletters every couple weeks to a month.
How is this all being funded? Are you getting government grants?
We're 501c3.
501c3.
We're a nonprofit organization, and hopefully when people see the successes we have out here, they'll help us fund this to put it together. We're in bad need of civics education, history of our men and women in uniform history, and freedom. Voices of freedom.
Right, well, fantastic. Now, there's more tanks running around here that I want to check out. There's a lovely little RDF light tank that I just restored, which is intact inside. So I'm going to go check that one out now. Mr. Brant, thank you very much. Good luck to you.
Awesome, thank you.